Marvel Legends Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Baron Zemo. So let's check him out. So this is Baron Zemo as he appeared in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. He first appeared in Captain America Civil War, but this is based off his appearance in, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the, Disney Plus series. And, so without further ado, let's get into the packaging. So Baron Zemo comes in the standard Marvel Legends packaging, very standard for most, Marvel Legends packages today. It says the Marvel Legends there at the top. It's got, it showcases the figure within all his accessories. Falcon Winter Soldier logo there at the bottom. Disney Plus, Baron Zemo, Hasbro. Nothing much on top, a little bit of dust probably when it's been hanging on the thing. So as you can see, there's a picture of Baron Zemo on the back and also a read up. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause it. And, Baron Zemo on the side, on each side of it. And there's not really much more there at the bottom or the top. I don't believe there's nothing on the top either. So that's pretty much it for the package. The Build-A-Figure in this wave, actually, it says Captain America, but it's not actually, Falcon Captain America figure. It's actually his wings, if you couldn't see his part of his wing in here. So you're building, the Falcon Captain America's wings instead of, the figure itself. So that's actually kind of neat. That's a little different than most Build-A-Figures. So without further ado, let's, free Baron Zemo from his plastic prison, no pun intended. So his first two accessories are his two fisted hands right here, and as you can see, they're purple and black in color, which is pretty cool. And I just tried one of them, but you can unpeg one of his hands here like so. Unpegs pretty easy. Then you peg in the new hand, and it's pretty simple. Just pegs in pretty easy. Okay, so if my volume sounded a little odd a minute ago, it's because I was really excited to review this figure, and I forgot to plug the microphone in, so maybe one of my volume sounds just a little bit off. But now I got my microphone plugged in, so you can probably hear me a lot better. But he does come with this pistol, which is kind of a really cheesy looking pistol. This is not something that he used in the series, I believe. And it's in a gold colored plastic too. But like I said, this is a pistol that's been reused. I just dropped it. This is a pistol that's been reused many times in these Marvel Legends figures. So they just reused it with this. He does have a trigger finger hand, so you can hold onto this pistol. If you have any other pistols, you can use other figures. You can give him one of those, be a little more realistic. But there he is holding it, which actually don't look too bad. The gold kind of complements his look here. He kind of looks like a crime lord. It also comes with this piece of the Falcon Captain America wing, which is mostly silver with some blue and a little bit of red there, and so that's pretty cool. You can see this in the packaging. I don't have to go over it very much. And one of my favorite accessories that he comes with is this little red book here, which, if you remember in Captain America Civil War, he used this to reactivate the Winter Soldier, which is it's all red with a black star in the middle, which is pretty cool. And it doesn't open or anything, but still, it's all red on the back. But they painted it too to make it look like a leathery kind of material, which is actually pretty cool. He can hold onto this with his pistol hand, if I can get it in there. As you can see, he can hold on to it, and he gets a pretty good grip on it too, so that's actually pretty neat. Alright, let's quickly go over his articulation. He has a ball joint at the head, a hinge and a swivel at the shoulder, a double hinge at the elbow, a hinge and a swivel there at the wrist. Got, the Marvel Legends ab crunch and waist articulation there. A little bit hindered by his trench coat. He's got the same leg and thigh articulation. He's got a double hinge there at the knee, a hinge, and ankle pivot. So let's take a look at the sculpt, design, and color of Baron Zemo, starting with his head. Now this head is his, one of two heads. Now this head is the unmasked head, and he looks like the actor. I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head. I'll show you up there, but it looks pretty much like the guy who played Baron Zemo in Captain America Civil War, and in Falcon and Winter Soldier. So that's pretty cool. And so the second head. So I'll show you what the second head looks like. So this is the masked head it comes with. So this head is really cool. It looks like the mask that he had wore in the comics. And as you can see, it's actually a separate piece too. It's actually like a, you can see it on there, but you can see there's actually like a flesh color head underneath there. I don't know if you can really see it, because this head was kind of hard to get on. There you go. As you can see, there's like a flesh colored head underneath there. That's pretty cool. And so I'm not sure which head I actually like better because both these heads are actually really cool. And it's like a darker purple than his shirt too, so it makes it kind of stand out. So that's actually pretty neat. Now, going on to the rest of his outfit there, he's got, a fur collar like the comic book version of Baron Zemo, and he's got this big, long, black trench coat. I'm glad they didn't reuse the Nick Fury mold. I'm glad they finally got away from doing that, because for a while, every character that wore a trench coat reused the same Punisher mold, like they did with Nick Fury a bunch of different times. So I'm glad they finally kind of got away from that with some of these newer figures. You can see it's like a black color with or it's more of a gray color if you think about it. But uh, as you can see, it's got purple on the back there, and the collar's white, furry, white collar, like the comic book Baron Zemo. He's got like a maroon color shirt there underneath. It is like a soft material, so you can kind of pull it back and look under there. It's got like a silver belt buckle there. He's got his gloves. You see, I done went over the purple and black and stuff. He's got looks like some kind of like some dress pants on there, as you can see. He's also got on some really fancy dress-like shoes too, as you can see. They're kind of like black leather, fancy shoes with some, added silver buckle detail, which is pretty neat. So for comparison time, here's his, MCU Baron Zemo compared to two other Baron Zemo figures. You have a more comic book-like version on the one end there, which is not exactly like the original comic book version. It's a little bit different, but it's more comic book inspired. That figure came out in the Winter Soldier Manjoy built a figure wave. That weighs 10 years old now. It's a 10-year-old figure. And on the other side there is Citizen V, which is Baron Zemo and in a different outfit. It's when he was part of the Thunderbolts. And he's supposed to be more like heroic character as Citizen V too. So which one of these I like the best? I don't know. If I probably this new one I would guess because I really like the way this figure looks. But those two older figures are actually pretty good though, so it's kind of hard to decide. So what do I think of this figure overall? I really like this figure. It's not much I can really complain about too. And which I've always liked the character of Baron Zemo. I always thought Baron Zemo looked kind of cool, so that's one thing I like about this figure. And I like that he had the iconic mask in Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's one thing I like about this figure too. So if you like this figure and want to see more Marvel Legends reviews, give me a thumbs up. That'll help me a lot. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Until next time.